This is your beginner reformer arm sequence. Today, we're gonna get through a simple but challenging sequence to get the guns. Welcome to the gun show. Load on one heavy and one light spring. Headrest will be up. Before we get started, please check out my brand new membership platform. It is 100% ad-free, tons of exclusive goodies. You get a variety of durations, intensities, props, anything you need, I got you there. The link is in the description box down below. I really hope to see you there. All right, we're gonna start lying down on our backs. We'll move to seated at the end. But for now, on your back, grab your straps. We're gonna put one strap in each hand. Legs can be up in tabletop, which is this bent leg position. Knees over hips, shins parallel to the ceiling. We'll start with our hands right above our shoulders. If it feels more comfortable, you can extend your legs up to 90 degrees in your external rotation Pilates V. Press your hands down by your sides and raise your arms up toward the ceiling. So if this feels better to have your legs bent, you're welcome to do that instead. And raise your arms back up. Now, while you're doing this, a couple things to keep in mind. Make sure your straps are even. Sometimes, even if we've been using our home reformers for a long time, the straps can get a little uneven, a little out of whack. So if one feels longer, take a moment to check that out. You also want to keep the back of your shoulders connected down to the mat as well. So what do I mean by that? As your arms come up, your shoulders can come up as well. You want to just think about the back of the shoulders being plugged down to the mat, like your collarbone is rolling really wide, trying to reach either side of the room. These are our straight arm presses, our lat pulls. And raise your arms back up. Now, we'll press your hands down next to your sides. Flip your palms to face your hips. Reach your fingers a little closer toward the wall in front of you. That's an easy way to get your shoulders nice and open. Bring your arms out to a T, right in line with your shoulders, and exhale, bring them right back to your sides. Arms out to a T, and exhale, bring them to your sides. Now, if you want to add a little abdominal work, get a little like extra bang for your buck here, you can always extend one leg or both legs forward as your hands press in. If that feels comfortable, and those legs can be as high or as low as you like, you can also curl with or without the leg extension. Use your breath, exhaling as your hands come in. Now, next time you press to the side, flip your palms to face down, reach your fingertips toward the wall in front of you. I always like to say to my clients in person, give the front wall the finger. Reach your arms up over your shoulders. Now bring your arms back out to that T. Press your hands next to your hips. Flip your palms to face down. Fingertips reach up to the ceiling while your shoulders reach or roll wide. That's so hard to say. Arms to a T. Press your hands in. 2 more times. And you can add your curl up or your leg extension if you like while you press your hands next to your hips. Optional, not required. Now we get to reverse the whole thing. Hands press down, reach your fingertips forward. Now flip your palms to face your hips. Bring your arms out to that T and back up over your shoulders. Again, palms press down, hands flip so your palms face your body. Arms out to your T and back over your shoulders. If you're curling and or extending, that's happening as you press into the palms and everything returns back to starting. Keep your head down and your knees bent if that feels better to you. Arms up and rest feet to the foot bar. Rock your knees side to side. Take a little break. We'll move into triceps next. Now, triceps, if you're not familiar, are the muscles along the back of your arm, which are responsible for extending your elbow. So important to prep. Arms extend up over your shoulders. We'll do 2 flavors of tricep extensions. Plug your shoulders back into the mat. Make sure your rib cage is heavy. Bring your legs back to tabletop. Now we press your arms down next to your sides. Squeeze your elbows to your waist. They can either be planted down on the mat or hovered. Bend your elbows and extend. Bend your elbows and extend your arms. Now, if you feel like your shoulders are crunched up toward your ears, 2 things you can try. Place your elbows all the way down and think about rolling your collarbone as wide as you can. The other thing you can think of is try to almost squeeze your rib cage with your elbows. I like to call it the rib sandwich. Make sure your elbows aren't floating out here in space. The more that's happening, the less you will actually target the back of your arm. We want those triceps. If you want more abdominal work, you can curl up as the arms extend. Place your head down. You can add that with a leg extension, either one leg at a time or both legs, depending upon what you like. One more. And if you can't extend your arm all the way without your shoulder rolling forward, just go as far as you can before that feels like it's not possible. Quick rest. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Now we're going to try triceps on a slight external rotation. So this will catch a little bit of a different part of those muscles. We're going to bring the legs to tabletop. Press your hands down. Once again, reaching your fingertips really wide. Plant your elbows all the way down or hover, whatever makes sense. Bend your elbows to start. Now, keep your elbows where they are, but rotate your shoulders out. Bring your hands a little bit away from center, almost like a W shape. Big inhale. Exhale, press your hands next to your sides, and then bring your hands back out. Press your hands inward and bring them out. I'll show a little video of what this looks like from the front. In a moment, it'll be without the straps, but you'll at least see the positioning. I'll put a little inlet or inlay here. So elbows are staying really tight to your waist, and your hands press inward as your arms extend, and then your hands come outward. Of course, add this with a curl or a leg extension if you choose. Same idea as we did before. And last one. Exhaling as you extend, inhaling as you come up. Very nice. Release the straps, put them away wherever they live, and then open your arms out to a T. Look over your right shoulder. Feel your left shoulder be really heavy, and back to center. Look over the left shoulder now. Feel your right shoulder sink down, like there's a heavy weight on it. And back to center, roll up to sitting. Let's move on to our seated series. Next up, we're going to sit on the reformer. You will grab your straps. I've switched to one heavy spring. Alternatively, you could do a light spring for this one, depending on your specific needs. Sit down facing the foot bar. You can be seated in a cross-legged position. I prefer to sit on my heels. You can do whichever option works for you. Now place your hands into the straps. If you have double loops on your reformer, aim for the short loops. If that feels a little too taxing, you can always go to the long loops. Start sitting up really tall. So for our spinal position, we don't want to be arched back. We don't want to be slumped over. We want to imagine like we're lifting up out of the low back, but sitting with our heads stacked on top of our shoulders, on top of our rib cage, on top of our hips. Palms face forward, hands start down by our sides. Roll your shoulders back, elbows nice and long. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale. Press your hands up to shoulder height and lower them back down. Keep your collarbone really, really wide. Easier said than done. Exhale, press forward. Rotate your pinkies so that your shoulders are opening. Your palms face the ceiling fully. More facing the ceiling than they face each other. Exhale, press forward. Feel your lower abdominals engage, your deep core come on to support. And I caught myself extending into my backspace a little, which looked a little something like this. That's exaggerated. We don't want to do that. We want to keep our ribs heavy and our shoulders and rib cage exactly where they started as those hands come up. Last one, press forward. Now from here, keep your torso steady. Bend your elbows, slide your forearms along your rib cage. Exhale, press forward. Now I'm going to aim for maybe for this one today, my elbows stopping right next to my sides. And exhale, extend. We're going to keep that going. Bending your arms to a right angle, keeping your torso steady. And big exhale, press forward. Shoulders back the whole time. Let's try another two, shall we? Last two. And forward. Last one. Big exhale. Good. Now let those arms float back down. Close the stopper and just bring one ear to one shoulder and other ear to the other shoulder. One more time. Roll your shoulders back. We've got one more before we go. We're going to hug a tree, which is like classic quintessential Pilates movement. bring your arms forward in front of you in a giant rounded shape, like you're hugging a tree. Makes sense? Or holding onto a giant beach ball. Now here, you don't want to collapse your upper spine into this rounded shape. We're going to still keep our shoulders back and elbows lifted, like we're carrying the beach ball or hugging the tree really, really wide. Now from here, keep your spine just as it is. Open your arms out to the side. Keep your arms rounded, elbows up, and exhale. Grow taller. Bring your fingers together. Open your shoulders just a little bit more. Again, arms out to the side. Exhale. Feel your abs zip from the very bottom of your pelvic floor all the way up as the arms come up. And again, big inhale. Fingertips together. We've got one more after this, okay? We can do it. Big inhale. Exhale. Good. Let your arms float down. Put the straps back where you found them. Lace your fingers together. Flip your palms to face forward. Extend your arms straight. Raise your arms up overhead. Flip your palms to face each other. Bring your arms out to a T and slightly behind you. Let's do it again. Interlace your fingers. Bring your arms up over your shoulders. Release. Flip your palms to face each other. Open your arms out to the side. Roll your shoulders back for 3, 2, and 1. And you are all done with your beginner arm workout. I'm so glad you joined me. If you liked this video and you want something else to make this a complete workout, I will link to an ab workout that will complement this perfectly. You can check that out at the end of the video. And while you're at it, go check out my new platform. It's 100% ad-free. I have over 340 videos, tons of exclusives, all the durations, props, intensities you could ever ask for. It's a great time. I'm so proud of it. Go check me out there. Thank you so much to my members who make all of this possible. I could not be here without your support. I so appreciate every last one of you. And don't forget, check out the ab video down below. Bye.